Hi, I'm Charles Lawson and you're watching Mind to Market Media. Today we'll be doing the next episode of our Meet Your Gem Dealer. I'm here with my friend Franco. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Franco. My nickname, but my Thai name is Thong U Thavipatsakut, and I'm a gemologist, and I'm also gem dealers also about the color stones and diamonds, all kind of stones, you know.
Alright, so Franco, I've known him now for about, 11, 12 years?
11, 12 years.
Actually, my longest friend here in Bangkok, so
Yes.
today we're getting him in to do a little bit of a debrief on what he does, so let's get started. So the first question that we'll have to ask is, what made you decide to join the gem industry?
Because my family also doing the Mongshu rubies and the Mogul rubies when we was young, and then I have siblings, and one of the person I interested in my family for the gems and about the color stone business, and also I started to join about when I was 14.
So who was the first person in your family to start?
My father.
Your father. So
yeah,
that was
my father.
So two generations.
Two
of
generations
gem
already in gem deal business, and my father and mother, they started to do that business first, and after that, and they started to teaching us, taught us when we was 14,
Okay.
and then we started to learn 14.
And where was this?
Is it in Mongshu in Burma?
So this is still in Burma?
Yes, still in Burma, but my family, they always come to sell in Thailand when the Mongshu Mogok all the time in the Mesai and Tachi Lake and Mesot all the time before when we was young.
So now, where are you based? Where are you running
My
your business
base is
from?
run in Bangkok at the moment because Bangkok is the hub of for the all around the world for the for gem dealers and jewelry peoples, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely have to agree with that one.
Yeah, because is it good for, the cutting also is the best, and also buying the gems also is the best than other countries, you know.
So when it comes to cutting and that kind of thing, so you sell gems, but that's not all you do, is it? So you can offer cutting, you can offer jewelry making. What are the services that you do actually provide?
Actually, I provide for jewelry because I order in the jewelry factory, and also cutting. Also, I have some of my friends, they are cutting factory. They have some of my friends, they have jewelry factories. So I give it to them, all my jobs to do for them. And sometimes I do for the silver also, and I do for the mostly this for gold, white gold and the yellow gold, and the fine jewelries like that. Yeah.
So what have we got there? We've got an aquamarine, we've got
Aquamarine. This is aquamarine. This is a garnet.
Garnet, yep.
And I do for the semi-precious stone also I'm making, mostly because most of my customer from Europe and the Western people a lot, and they also want to get the how to say, unique, you know what I mean? Not too much big, not too much how to say, not like Asian style. It's the European style, most of my jewelry.
So when you're working with Europeans, is that Europeans that are based in Bangkok, or do you have people from overseas contact you, then you'll make up the piece, or you'll get the stone, then you send it out?
Yeah, overseas customer, mostly they fly to here and they make it, they give the order, and after they fly back, and after finish, I send back to them like that.
Okay, so you're more working directly with the people face to face rather than over the internet.
Yeah,
or something
because
like that.
mostly people, they like face to face, you know, because they want to get their with the fit with their finger or not like that. Because mostly if you make it like internet, it's like a little bit difficult. Sometimes I bought it, but they don't like it. I have so many stones, I left a lot, you know. I lose a lot also sometimes. So that's why when they fly here and they look at and they matching with their fingers or with their colors, you know, what they like it. Because sometimes I choose for the color for them, but they don't like it.
Yeah, well, everybody has their personal preference. I guess colored gemstones are a very subjective kind of stone. There's so much variation, so it's a very personal kind of decision. But on that point, would you say that you specialize in any gemstones?
My specialized
to deal with?
Rubies and sapphire and the diamond, the three things is for me, specialized for me. And I'm doing for the heated, old heated and new heated. I'm not using for the not selling for the new heated. I'm selling mostly old heated and natural rubies and sapphire. Sometimes you can get in the market, you can get the old heated is because the color is not too much good, right? So you need to give some heated treatment.
So let's say for the people at home, can you explain the difference between old heat and new heat? Because this is quite a common term that you hear in Bangkok. and I don't think everyone quite understands exactly what the difference is between old heat and new heat. So what is old heat?
Old heat is like, I did by myself with my friend, like we used the charcoals and we put it like, with they have a heated one, the crucibles, and then we put it and we heat it, like that is all heated.
And that's like just the stones in there, just the heat, nothing else.
Nothing else, like this is that one way, and sometimes we use the machines, the electric machines,
like electric furnace.
Electric furnace, we use that one also. So it's the heat temperature is like 1000. The machine is, you can make it the fixed temperatures like 1003 to 1004, 1007 like that. But the normal heat is the natural one is you cannot make it the temperatures, like you cannot know about the temperatures. Sometimes it's more than 2000, sometimes like
Yeah, a little bit more guesswork because you just got like a charcoal burner and a leaf blower blowing in air.
Yeah.
A bit less precise. So then basically, so you're saying that old heat is when it's just more similar to a natural process where basically you're just heating up the stone to an approximate temperature, and that's all you're doing. So if that's old heat, what is new heat?
New heat is like we need to use the chemicals, like we put in the crystal balls, and then we put it so many, like sometimes diffusion for that, that, how do you call, we put it?
Beryllium?
Alloys and berylliums.
Yeah.
Alloy, that is called, how to say, the white powder we put sometimes.
That's probably an oxide powder, maybe?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't know, that powder we put it, and then we make it the new treatment, and then that is chemical go inside the crack about the stones, and the color is more beautiful. But when you make it the certificate, it come outside like sometime like they have two labs, AIGS and the GIS. Like AIGS lab, if the new treatment they give minor like for the chemicals they put is like minor. Sometimes it's moderate. 1, 2, 3 like that if you put too much chemicals.
Yeah.
But if you make it like in GIS, they give HB, HC is like more chemicals. But mostly in the market, is people more interested is like H, only one H is normal heated, and the HA is the last. If HB and HC not buying people, like the price is also less.
Yeah, so basically,
not expensive.
Like you can still, like new heat is still an acceptable type of heat treatment. It's just that you can't be using too many chemicals. So you just want, it's still an acceptable practice. It's just that when you start getting like borax glass filling in the fractures and you start getting beryllium and titanium diffusion, that's getting a bit too much. If it's just something that kind of helps it a little bit, then that's still an acceptable heat treatment, but that might be reflected in your gem report. So like the different levels of additives will be shown on the gem report. What would be, say, your best selling stone for 2022? Like what's the one stone that you've sold more of than any other stone?
Mostly I sell old heat rubies and natural rubies and sapphire like that. And
any difference between ruby and sapphire? Like which one would you sell more of, do you think?
Both.
But equal for both?
Equal for both, yeah, at the moment for me, because old heat and sapphire also same, old heat, and if new heat, no one buy. This is in my market that I'm mostly selling, not at the moment.
So you're selling most, like the ones that you're selling the most of is the ruby and sapphire, but you do still deal a little bit in the sort of semi-precious and other stones as well.
Yeah, but semi-precious is for me is I selling the most also, and the new treatment is no. The customer all the time asking, is it a new or old? Before they are buying. So I said it's old. If new, they said bye-bye.
Right, so that leads on quite well to the next question, which is there any kind of material on the market right now that you just cannot get and you wish you could get more of?
Yeah, mostly in the market, they request, the customer mostly they want it is like natural rubies and natural sapphire.
Like unheated?
Unheated one, but because that is cannot get to, can get, but the price is really high. People can't afford.
Supply is down and the price is up.
Supply is less, but demand is a lot.
Yeah.
But because mostly Burmese rubies and sapphire is really expensive because, like for example, like 3-4 carat size is clean and red or pigeon blood color. The price is like more than $100,000. So people can't afford. And sometimes in the market, people ask me, want natural, beautiful, and clean, look clean, but if we go and show them and they don't like the price, but they like the stone.
Yeah.
Sometimes we show the crack, everything. They said they ask like beautiful. When we go show them beautiful one, they said good one. And when we show the bad one, they said good. When we show the good one, they said.
It's the old catch-22. If you want a good stone, you got to pay a good price. If you want a cheap stone, then you'll get a crappy stone.
Yeah, crappy stone. So, but sometimes we give it the I mean, not too much bad, but crack, but they don't want it. They said, please bring the good stone, like best quality. But when we show the best, and they don't want, they want it, but they can't afford. So sometimes a little bit crazy for us, you know.
So right now, what would you say is the best value gemstones in the market? What are you going to get the most bang for your buck with?
In my opinion, it's like semi-precious stone. It's tourmaline, garnet, or whatever, like blue topaz or quartz, whatever. It's good for the matching with the, how to say, like, you can get the good quality, the clean stone and good cuttings. Everything is not expensive than rubies and sapphires like that, you know what I mean?
Would it matter on the quality of the stone? So when you talk about semi-precious stones, is it any kind of semi-precious gemstone, or would you say like only like precision cutting clean stones are good, or can you just buy anything?
Semi-precious stone, all semi-precious stone.
But the quality. So it has to be good quality, or you think any quality of semi-precious is
I mean,
is still
any
good value?
qualities,
Any
any
quality?
qualities, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good for like, even also like heat treatments, you know what I mean? Like heat treatment, rubies and sapphire you can buy. Our berylliums, not expensive. It's like not more than 1,000 baht or 2,000 baht per carat. Yes, can also afford.
So that's the beryllium sapphire?
Yeah,
you're talking
beryllium
about?
sapphire and beryllium rubies, sapphire corundums, or any corundums.
Yeah, so you're getting a much cheaper stone, but it is fairly heavily treated, but you're still getting something quite beautiful.
Yes, but it's beautiful too, but clean, but it's a treatment, you know.
Yeah, so that's what's bringing the price
bringing
down.
the
So
price
that's
down,
where you're
yeah.
saying like value is coming from. You're still getting a nice, beautiful sapphire, but it just happens to be a heavily treated one. It's still a sapphire, but you're going to get much better price because the beauty has come from the treatment.
Yeah, but if you're making with the put in the ring or like making setting after finishing, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like not expensive.
Yeah.
And then if you lost or if you steal, it's okay, worth it. But if you buy expensive one, make it setting after that, it's already, you know what I mean? Not sets or whatever, like feel not good, you know. So better is a semi-precious, and it's best for me for the making jewelry setting.
And if you had
Like
to say, well, if you had to try and think if there was a new trend about to come onto the market, like we've had a few big trends over the years, like pad precious sapphires, the Pariba tourmaline. Do you think there's anything else on the horizon that might be the next big trend?
In my opinion, it's garnet, and the semi-precious for future will be boom again because people can't afford for the ruby, sapphire, emerald, like proper expensive one. So they go down for the semi-precious, and the garnet or tourmaline quartz will be a boom for the future also, because that semi-precious will be in the normal price all the time. It's not going high or it's not going down, you know, it's normal. So that is good for me for setting.
And I guess a garnet is always going to be a much cheaper, variety than a lot of other stones. You can get like garnets are the cheapest chips really, but you can also get very expensive ones, but you are going to get a pretty durable, nice, beautiful stone, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg.
No, you can get the mass products also, you know, you can get anytime in the mine also, you know.
Yeah, so I guess if you want to mass produce jewelry, you can get lots of consistent stones.
Yeah, that's true.
garnet.
Because all the jewelry factory, they're using the semi-precious. They're not using for the sapphire, and they're not using the rubies because very expensive.
Yeah.
So people are using the semi-precious for the factory, for the jewelry setting all the time. You know what I mean?
All right, and last but not least, what would you say is your favorite gemstone?
My favorite gemstone is diamond. That is two colors, you know.
Yeah.
White and yellow, that's it.
So not ruby, not
rubies,
garnet,
no,
not
nothing.
sapphire.
It's headache for me for
too much headache.
Too much headache. But when you're making the jewelry setting, and people they want to get the rings, earrings, and the bracelets, necklace. So I need to find for the matching for that.
Yeah.
You know, for that all the setting, all sets for the same color, same matching. So it's really hard to find.
Yeah, but it's the same problem the world over. I guess
Yeah.
that's why all the big companies, even the big jewelry companies, generally just use diamonds because they can get natural diamonds that are all perfectly matched, all the same color, all the same cut, all the same clarity.
Yeah.
And it's
Because
so easy to do.
I used to work in the jewelry factory for 2.5 years, and I do only diamonds, and I'm the manager for the setting. Everything I have to do, right? So I'm not doing for the color stone part. I'm doing for the diamond part. So I'm more interested diamond because no too much headache. Just
keep
only
it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. Look at the diamonds, quality, clarity, everything. There's it, and also color, clarity. You know, if you look at the color yellow or white, that's it. You know what I mean? And the clarity is like inside inclusion is too much or not too much. You know.
Well, if you were saying you think that maybe garnet will be the next best thing, I guess that's part of the reasoning behind that is the fact that it's something that's easier to match. Like you like garnets in a similar way to what you like diamonds. They're consistent, they're easy, they're not going to be nearly as difficult as matching something like emeralds or rubies or sapphires.
Yeah, because why I choose the garnet, because it's garnet, you know, also, right? The hardness is same with spinel and the quantum between that, right?
Yeah.
So the hardness is same, I mean, more than spinel, but less than corundum. So I choose the garnet.
So diamond's favorite, but maybe garnet can be your second favorite.
Yeah, because it's not cracked, you know. If the semi-precious like amethyst or like topaz or whatever is, if you fall in, it's cracked. But this is not cracked, you know. I talked to you already, because that's why garnet is the for next future will be
next big thing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not lying, you know.
yeah.
Because nowadays people like you can get a lot mass. That's why people like they don't care too much. For future, it's really rare, and people will be same like spinel and the corundum. I'm not lying.
We'll have to keep an eye on that one then.
Yeah, that's why I'm keeping on that.
Yeah. All right, excellent. Well, thanks very much for coming in today, Franco. It's been a
Yes,
pleasure
nice
having
to
you.
meet you.
And if you'd like to get in touch with Franco, you can get onto him with the contact details down here. He's happy to deal with anyone and everyone, so give him a buzz and see if he can help you out. As always, if you can hit that like button, that subscribe button, that always helps out. But otherwise, happy you guys have been watching, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.